This is the MonoNeon signature whammy pedal. My name is Johnny Lightfoot. I'm here with Jimmy. We're going to put this MonoNeon signature whammy through the ringer. Let's start with some of the typical settings you get in a whammy pedal. Let's start with the 2 octaves up.
And that's your classic Tom Morello sound.
The 2 octave up is pretty much the most used setting in any version of the whammy pedal. That's a typical 1 octave up.
From the day that I found out what a whammy was and what it did, that was the sound that I wanted to get.
Let's really check out the dive bomb, where if you have a hardtail guitar, so no whammy bar on your guitar at all, you can still get those dive bombs.
So even if I have a hardtail guitar, I can still achieve those Van Halen style dive bombs with ease.
Absolutely, you can bury that bar all the way down to the guitar and just get those extremely lows.
Possibly lower than the guitar will ever let you go.
Jimmy, when I first came in, we were setting up the MonoNeon Whammy, and you were playing something that sounded like a slide guitar. That's something I haven't actually heard on this. Will you show that?
Yeah, check this out.
That's really cool. Now, what setting are you using for that?
So for this, I'm actually just using the 2nd down, which gives me just enough room to make a convincing slide.
So you can almost use that bluesy or even country sound by doing that.
Total country, double stops. Check this out, ready? So now, Johnny, tell me about this thing that says Hypersonic.
Ooh, Hypersonic mode. Hypersonic mode allows you to take your guitar 3 octaves up. It's a new feature we put in the MonoNeon signature whammy, also called the Hypersonic whammy, and allows that guitar to go to the stratosphere. You're way up there in the stratosphere playing those 3 octaves up.
There's a growing trend of extended range guitars, and I feel like that could be really fun with this.
Oh, sure. You put a 7-string or even an 8-string guitar on that.
Can I try that?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's fun. I dig that.
One of the things that MonoNeon may be known for is classic lo-fi sound, and that gave me a chance to kind of experiment with that.
All right, Jimmy, let's move over to the harmony side of the MonoNeon Whammy. Of course, all the harmony features that you love from previous whammies are in there, so you can create harmonies with it. But a new section that we put in here is the octave section. We gave you 3 different octave sections that you can play with in here. Everything from 1 octave up to 2 octaves up by bending the treadle, octave down to octave up, or 1 octave down to 2 octaves down. This allows you to bend the octave. Where most octave pedals are just turn it on, there's your octave. You can set up phrasing so you can have part of it play low, then part of it play high, or whatever you want to do in the bending those octaves. Why don't you show an example of?
So I could set up something like a call and response, like...
Being able to bend those octaves is really cool, but let's go extreme. Let's show the 1 octave down to 2 octaves down. Yeah, so you get more tones than you would from just a standard octave pedal, being able to drop down to that double octave down and just bend your octaves. But let's show the other section where you're going up 1 octave to up 2 octaves. get a total expressive octave pedal using the brand new Octaver section in the MonoNeon Whammy. The last thing I want to show you is the newly designed detune section. Past whammies have had a deep and shallow. That's just been changed to one detune setting, and it's very usable. It's something that I think every guitar and bass player could use.
I personally really like using the detune setting on a clean sound, and you'll see why.
Yeah, that's great. A total usable detune, right?
Oh, 100%. One of the things that I noticed is that, different from a chorus, I really like to use my whammy bar for a tremolo effect, and this more so mimics that than a standard chorus.
Right, and it's a usable piece, which is what I like about the pedal. Sometimes it can be too much, sometimes it can be too little. This is just the right amount when you put the treadle all the way down. We set out to show the MonoNeon signature whammy pedal from a guitar player's perspective. Jimmy, as a guitarist, what do you love about it?
I always find myself going in two directions really hard. I really love things that will spark my creativity to the most extreme extent possible, and this covers the most extreme extent possible. And on the other side, I also like really functional pedals that give me a real world use case, say in a cover band environment. And this checks both of those boxes really, really well.
That's awesome. So the MonoNeon signature whammy, one of our most expressive whammies we've had to date. You have new settings in it. You have Hypersonic setting, which is 3 octaves up. You have a brand new Octaver setting to bend octaves, and a newly designed detune section. But one final feature, you put this under blacklight, it glows in the dark. You'll see it on any dark stage. The MonoNeon signature whammy pedal is for guitar players and bass players, and you are going to love what it does. So what would you do with the MonoNeon signature whammy pedal? Be sure to tell me in the comments below. And also, if you want to check out a smaller version of a whammy, check out the Ricochet right here.